Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add line breaks to Instagram for your bios and captions so that way you have super crisp, clean white space for all of your posts. So I'm actually going to show you 3 different ways to do this. That way you can see all of your options and pick and choose from there. So the first way to add line breaks to Instagram is to go to a website that is designed specifically to generate those line breaks for your captions. So I have tried all of the websites out there so that way you don't have to. I know the good, better, best, and I am only recommending the best. There's some that are actually really, really good and clean, but they have some nuances that I don't love, so that's why I didn't recommend them. But my #1 favorite website to do this, it's clean, it's simple, it does the trick. It's called instablank.com. Here's instablank.com. It has an ad, obviously, because that's how they support their site. But what you can do is you can just, you see this box, you can just type into, this is my caption. You can just type your caption right there and add your, add your different things. But what I like to do is I like to write my captions in Notepad, and then I go ahead and I just paste them right then and there. So you can see everything right there, and you can scroll up and you can edit and change. So we're almost done, but there is actually one really important step, no matter which of these ways you're using, that you have to do. And that is to make sure that at the end of all of your sentences that you don't have any hanging spaces. So you can see in this example right here, I actually have a space after this emoji. So you just need to delete those and get rid of it. And then you can just click on all the ends of them just to make sure that you don't have them. Because if you have that space, it's not going to recognize that it's a line break and it's going to squish the 2 paragraphs together. So we do not want that. So make sure that you go and check those. And so it's going to give you a result, and you just hit the button that says copy. Now you're ready to import this to Instagram. So I already have a post ready to go, and you just copy, paste, and voila. So now I hit OK, share. So there is my post that has these beautiful line breaks. It's very easy to see and read. It is just such a better experience for your followers. They are going to be way more engaged and be able to actually like and comment on your post because they can actually read it. All right, the next way that you can do this is you can use an app that is specifically designed to create line breaks for Instagram. So 2 apps that I recommend for this are called Space and Caption Writer. They just do exactly what I just showed you. But another tip, some of the Instagram posting and scheduling tools such as Planoly, Plann, and Preview, you can actually just write your bio or your caption directly into those apps, and it will do the line breaks for you right then and there. So pretty cool. Not only can you get the line breaks, but you can schedule your post for later. So if you are going to be using an app, I would recommend using one of those. All right, my next tip is by far my favorite. To me, it's the easiest. It makes the most sense. And that is to create line breaks directly using your phone. And the way that you do this is you use a keyboard shortcut that will add the spaces automatically when you're typing. So the way that you do this is you need to go and copy this code right here. It's basically some white space in between 2 brackets. I have this code in the description bar below, so you can go and click and do that. So what you do after you've copied this code, you can just add it to your phone as a keyboard shortcut. So if you are using an iPhone, you just go to Settings, General, Keyboard, and Text Replacement. Then click the little plus sign in the top right corner. So this is where you will paste the white space that is surrounded by the brackets. Now, really, really important, you need to go in and delete those brackets because we don't need those brackets. We only want the white stuff in between the brackets. Now, you need a shortcode for this. So basically what text replacement does is you write a shortcut or a little term and it replaces whatever you typed with what you want it to. So I am just going to call this IG space. You can just call it space, or you can do ... you can do YYY, whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure that you use a word that you would not commonly ever write in any sort of text message or conversation, because literally every time you write that, it will just, boom, it will just replace it right away with white space, and you'll be like, what happened to the word space? Now it's just gone. It's because you have your short code. So do something that you normally would not type. That's for a lot of my codes for Instagram. I start it with IG and then whatever the word is. So you just save that and boom. All right, now that you are here, you are just going to go into Instagram and start writing your caption. So this is my caption, and then you hit return, and then you type your short code whenever you want to add that line break. So you can see that it brings up this little box here. It's normally it'd be filled with a normal word, but ours is just a blank space. you click spacebar, and really, really important, you need to do one backspace because I hit space, it added an extra space, and remember on every line, we need to remove that last little piece. So now I hit return, and this is my second paragraph, right? Make sure you don't have a trailing space at the end of that word, hit return, and then type in your space again. So I hit space, you hit space, and then backspace, remember, and you can just keep doing that again and again and again. So here's what it looks like. You hit OK, you hit share, and you can see that my captions now have spaces in between. So again, remember with all of these, it's so, so important that you do the backspace at the end of every sentence. You don't want any spaces because if you do, it's gonna go crazy. It's not going to work. So there are pros and cons to each. Personally, that very last way with the IG space or adding that space using the shortcut is my favorite because I can just type wherever I'm at. I can type it in Notepad and then I can just add that space and I know automatically that it is going to format properly when I then copy it into Instagram. I don't love typing directly into Instagram. It's just too small. It doesn't expand. So that's why maybe some of those other websites or apps would be more helpful. Also, I'm super curious. I know what my favorite way is, but I want to know what your favorite way of adding Instagram line breaks is. If you found this video helpful and you are now gonna start adding beautiful line breaks to your Instagram posts, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe for more, and of course, watch these two videos for more Instagram tips, tricks, and hacks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.